Hello there, I'm Big Alias, and Black Ops 6 Season 3. I feel like there was a little bit more hype behind this one than Season 2. I mentioned in my Season 2 review that I didn't think that it felt all that hyped, and this time I think it does. I will say I think that's just because of Verdansk. I think, Verdansk was the real driving force behind, all of the hype for this season. I don't think I heard anything really about the new maps coming or anything like that. They were just, on the hype wagon for that. Now, I'm going to say right now that I won't be talking about Verdansk in this review because I don't bother with Warzone, but I will say that I guess a lot of people were excited about it, and it was the original Warzone map. It's very strange to hear people excited about lockdown times, but I guess that makes sense, to be honest with you, when the world is being ripped to shreds in front of us. So, Season 3 of Black Ops 6. Firstly, I will say that I actually did notice a few differences this time. I know that last time I said that it felt kind of underwhelming because I didn't really see anything noticeable. I did this time. I think they've upped. Am I crazy? Have they upped the colors? It's really noticeable on the oranges and the blues. They've definitely made some UI rather tweaks. It actually kind of looks a little bit more like the UI from the beta, and the colors are definitely popping a lot more. I like it. I think it's a good move, and I'm happy to see everything sort of be a bit bolder. I just don't know why they've done it, but they do this type of thing a lot. I remember they did it with Halo 5 back in the day. But now we can talk about the Battle Pass, which typically I just sort of gloss over. I don't really care too much about it. This time, yeah, you know what? I definitely think this is an improvement in terms of what I'm excited about over Season 2. I remember looking through Season 2 stuff and being like, well, yeah, no, I don't really care about anything of this. But with Season 3, I'm looking through and there's definitely some stuff that I'd like to unlock. Yeah, for sure, definitely. This, I think the general theme with this season is nostalgia from sort of all areas. We've got the Verdansk thing, but also one of the emblems is just the World at War cover, the box art, and that's an emblem, and I think that's really cool. I might even equip it. That's a really, really neat thing. But there's even like Black Ops Cold War stuff. There's a Black Ops Cold War emblem, and there's a sticker you can put on your mag, and I swear one of the characters you can unlock, it's like this Bane guy, and I think he was on one of the few battle passes I actually did complete in Black Ops 6, and pretty cool. Another one where I might actually unlock him, and then throughout the season you unlock like variations on him too. So there's one with like a reindeer head, and I do feel as though they've been a little bit more generous with the wacky stuff this season. You can get animated weapon skins, and you don't have to, get the premium, get the black cell for that. I really, having a look through, I'm not sure black cell's worth it. I mean, it never was, but I think the diminishing return on black cell is very low at the moment. I think that there's a lot of cool stuff here that you really don't have to, have to get black cell for. There's a lot of stuff here that I would kind of be into. I'm not looking at it right now, but I remember some cool animated weapon skins and some emblems that I liked and stuff like that. So despite the fact that I was kind of thinking maybe I won't bother, I might get the battle pass this season. And now on to the big things, the maps. We have 3 this season. That's more like it. I'm happy about that. There's also mid-season maps coming, which I'm just learning about now from the official Turtle Beach website. The mid-season map's actually going to be called Haven and Signal, one of which is the name of a map from Halo 4, actually. But currently, we have 3 maps. One is a 2v2, one is a remaster, one is My Alarm. One is a 2v2, one's a remaster, and the other is just a regular new map, 6v6 new map. So we have Firing Range, Nomad, and Barrage. I will say right now, I might not have footage of Nomad, but I want to talk about it straight away. I might borrow some footage. I want to talk about it straight away. It's a 2v2. There's not overly, I wouldn't say too much going on here. I do like the map aesthetically, but it is just a bunch of broken walls. It kind of feels like a map, honestly, from Vanguard back in the day. There were a lot of maps that looked like this where it was just like, very deserty, open areas with some broken walls, and that's what's going on here. I like the color palette. I like the aesthetic. I don't think there's anything particularly crazy going on here. However, I will say it's a 2v2 map, compared to some of the 2v2 maps that we got. I do think it's a lot more complex, with a lot more effort put in. But at the same time, I don't think there's anything really too groundbreaking going on here. And then we can talk about firing range, which I've played so many times. It's a great map. The firing range is a good map. It's solid. It has a good balance of very heavy on the choke points. There's some moments of elevation, but there's a good balance of open and narrow points on this map. And it's just overall a very cool map and very nostalgic. Although I feel as though that nostalgia is beginning to run out because I've just played it. I think it was in Black Ops 4. I think it might have even been in Black Ops 3, maybe even 2. It's definitely, I think this is the 4th iteration. But it's a solid map. And if you haven't played on Firing Range before, then enjoy it because it's not Black Ops 1's best map, but it certainly is a good one. And then we have Barrage, which oddly enough follows the same aesthetic as Firing Range, which again, I don't know, man, I can't wrap my head around. But it was interesting. I played on the map and then I thought, something about this doesn't feel like it's of the same era as the other maps that I've been playing on in this game. And then the loading screen happened, and it said Vietnam 1968, I think it said. And so, this once again is following the theme of nostalgia in this season, and is a old school Black Ops era map. And it definitely feels it. Obviously the engine's changed, the visuals are different. But it does feel like one of those old school Black Ops 1 maps. Will I say that it is as good as one of those? I don't know, man. It also feels just a little bit recycled. There are definitely parts of this map that just kind of feel like, man, I've played this before so many times. But it's fine. It's serviceable. I wouldn't say there's anything crazy going on. It's certainly not my least favorite map. It's probably not even my least favorite map in the game. It's fine. It didn't blow me away. It's just, it's an okay map. It's not too bad. So that was the season overall. I will say, I'm not disappointed. It's fine. It's just a fine season. They haven't done anything particularly groundbreaking. They haven't brought back maps that really blew me away. I think the map recycling has been very strange with this game. Hacienda? Why? I don't understand. And now we're bringing back Firing Range again. We already have Nuketown, and I maybe I would have liked to have seen something else from the back pocket there, but aside from that, there's some okay stuff here. There's some new maps for you to play on, and I think the new Battle Pass is pretty cool. But if you're into Warzone, you've already got what you wanted. You've got your Verdansk, and I hope you're happy with it. So that was that, and I will see everyone later.
The PlayStation is only $149, and you can also get leading titles.